Hello, Flosstube world. It is
Hey,
Michael,
and I'm Shelly.
and we are the Stitching Duo.
Team Duo. Oh, we did better this time. I'm so excited. Awesome. Yay.
Um,
Hi, everybody.
thank you for all our new subscribers joining on with us, and thank you to all the ones that have been following our interesting, fun journey into this Flosstubeness. Um, Mom is leaving Tuesday. Where you going?
I'm going to Florida to Stitching in the Wild with Garon Stitchery. I'm very excited. I leave bright and early at 6:30 in the morning. So for some reason, I'm going to fly from New York at the PA state line to Detroit. Then I'm going to go south. Explain that one to me. I thought I'd have gone to Charlotte or somewhere, but no, I'm going to Detroit first. So I have a layover there for a couple hours and then I head on down to Florida. Super excited to get in there. I have a couple people I went to high school with that live in the area, and I have a few second, third cousins, I guess they are. So hoping to see some of them because I'm going to be there like almost 2 days early, but that's okay. So I'm excited to go to Florida. So let's hope my flights go fine and I don't get delayed for any technical problems.
I'm
Yes. But
jealous.
I have to say, before we move on, does anybody see a difference in my child? Does anybody see no beard? Do you
I
know
don't
how happy this mama is?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. I'm so excited. So you look wonderful.
So, as we talked last video, me and Mother are starting a mystery stitch along.
Yes.
And we both started yesterday.
Yes.
Um, I'm gonna go a little out of order just because we're doing this is a stitch along. So I thought we would show our progress in our stitch along segment instead of our whips.
So
So
we have a new segment, Stitch Along. So you're going to show yours
and
first?
yes, I will show mine first. Ta-da!
Very nice. Do you know the count of our fabric?
30, 32 count tabby cat
Very good.
on
Yay.
Lollybrock linen.
Hmm.
I kept the sticker.
Yes, I sent him the sticker so he would know what it is.
I
Tabby
I've
cat.
already
Yep.
put in I've already put in 281 stitches.
Great. That's awesome. So how do you like 32 count? I think this is the first time you have stitched on 32 count linen.
Mm,
What do you think? Do you like it?
no, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Because I'm using white linen on the Iowa project, but I believe it is 28.
Yes, you're using a 28. Yeah, on that one. I do know that
So
for
yeah.
sure. So I have
And I
the
was
same.
thinking and I was thinking because even weave and linen I feel are pretty similar. I was trying to think that the Snow White project was on 32, but I think that's 28 as well.
I think it is too. I don't think you've stitched above 28. I think you're right. So
Yeah.
I'll show a little, this is the page I printed off. So here's our mystery sale. So obviously this one right here is the first one right there. So this goes until December 22nd, I believe. 26th. Every 2 weeks we're gonna get another part. So that's super exciting. So we're using the same fabric. Oh, and Michael's title is he's going to keep in the language that it came in, the Russian. I'm going to do English, but I didn't get quite as good a start as he did, just with it being Friday. But here's my little start of the banner on the tabby cap fabric,
See, what I think's
which
really
I
what's
absolutely
really
love.
interesting here is like, see, I counted and started on the left at the bottom. So I started with the bottom of the pattern we were given, where you went straight to the banner.
Yes, I
And
went
so
to the top of the banner.
it's kind of cool to like see like how you
Yeah.
want to start and how I want to
Hmm.
start and how I'm doing. So it's I think for all our subscribers out there, I think you guys are gonna like how we move along on this stitch along.
Right. And how we came up with where we started. Yeah, I started at the top center and then I came down a little farther because according to the pattern, there's stitching above it. So I'm glad that I gave each of us more fabric, just, so we're careful.
And
But
all
yes,
I'm gonna
that's very
say
neat because that's going to be neat.
I did my counting to find my start.
Hmm.
It was a pain.
Yeah. Yeah. I found that the directions, the graph wasn't quite as clear, and maybe it's me, but anybody that's doing this as well. So I did some of my own counting to find center top, and then I counted down and gave enough for the parts 2 and 3 that's going to be above it. Um, so yeah, but yeah, I'm doing the banner first, and then I'm going to fill it in, and then I'll do the bottom part. I wanted to do the banner. My thoughts were I wanted to do the banner first in case I don't get to the rest before the next piece drops. So then if I wanted to start part 2, I could, but I really shouldn't. I should just keep with part 1 and then, move on. But yeah. So it's exciting to see how ours are going to turn out. It's going to be fun. I'm excited.
And like mom said, I'm doing the banner in the native language, but I want to do that because I feel like it'd be kind of cool to have a project that's, in a different language, kind of.
Yeah. I think that's great. And I really like oral or owl forest embroidery. So it's going to be really, really neat um, as we go through the year to see how ours turns out. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. And so then I couldn't just start one stitch along. I had to start 2 more. So
You
I
you hear her
joined
you hear her correctly. She
yeah.
has 3 stitch alongs
Mhm.
going at the same time,
Well, I
along with her
the
whip
next
go.
one starts June 1st, and then the third one starts June 11th. So the one that starts June 11th, I hopped on right away, which was Pam with Just Keep Stitching, Pam and stuff. Pam has been 30
We love them.
years breast cancer free. So she is doing a stitch along for Pam's survival sale. Yes, all those S's is her hashtag. And so I got right with keepsakes and emailed them right away and said I'd like the pattern and the threads. So I wanted to show you what that is. So, which I'm sure many of you have already seen if you watch Pam and stuff. So it's Praiseworthy Stitches called Courage. And I haven't taken it out of the package yet, but it's going to be absolutely beautiful. And up here where the PS is, I am actually going to put my mother-in-law's initials because my mother-in-law is also a breast cancer survivor. So I'm going to do that. And it was really neat that when I went in to go pick out my bag for this project, my project bag, I have the Garan project bag
Oh, that's
of
awesome.
pink ribbons. So I thought that was just perfect. And then the threads, there's quite a few threads. So I got these from Keepsakes as well. So the threads are Rose Garden, um, the darker pink, and then the lighter pink is Tea Rose. So these are going to be the threads. They're pretty.
Those are pretty.
And then I chose my own fabric. So I chose Fox Run, which is a 28 count linen from Color and Cotton. So this is what I'm going to put it on.
Well, that's gonna be awesome.
So I thought that that would just be beautiful. So that's the second sale I want to start. The third one is something that was just when I heard Kia B, if any of you watch Kia B, I met her. I've been watching her for a while, and I met her at StitchCon last year. Her husband Nathan and their son, and wonderful couple. And so she stitched a sampler for Twin Peaks Primitives called Beautiful Sampler. And the theme of the sampler is don't be afraid, just believe. And I absolutely fell in love with that. I thought that was just amazing. It struck me on many levels. Um, First level I thought of was when my dad was diagnosed with cancer and we lost him pretty quickly afterwards. But that was a very hard time. Don't be afraid, you know. And so um, I thought of that. And if you want to hear her story, definitely go out to see her Flosstube. Um, and she talks about that and her son. So I'm super excited about doing this with her and all the people that are going to do this. So here's the pattern by Twin Peaks Primitive. I just went on online to their store and downloaded it. So I'm not sure how well you can see it, but I absolutely love it.
That's gonna be pretty
So I
awesome.
still need to pull my threads. It's DMC. Sorry, Michael. I missed what you said.
I said that looks awesome.
Yeah.
And
So it's
also,
DMC.
Kia B is in my neighborhood
Yeah,
of the
she
country.
is. Yeah. Yep. She really is. She's up in Greenwood. Yeah. Um,
She's probably only about probably 40 minutes from where I live. So
yeah. Yeah. So and then I still need to pull my DMC threads, but this one starts on June. Well, I didn't say Pam starts on June 11th, right while StitchCon's going on. So I'm probably gonna take that one with me so I can work on it a little bit and maybe get a picture with Pam while I'm working on it. And then the one for Kia B starts on June 1st. So and then the fabric, did I already tell you the fabric? The fabric I'm going to use is succulent, which is cashel linen, 28 count from Color and Cotton. So I'm going to use this one. I thought that was
that's
really
gonna be
pretty.
pretty.
So there are three new starts towards my five new starts for the year. So I might go over, I don't know. See, sales shouldn't really count, right? Right? Or should they? I know. Michael's like, they count, mom. I'm like, okay, okay. So anyway, I'm super excited to start those. Well, we already started Treasure Island, but I'm super excited to start the other ones in support of Pam and Kiabi.
And me and mom are super excited for doing our first stitch along together. So this is
Yeah,
gonna be really
exactly.
exciting.
Yeah, yeah. So we're super excited. Yep. Yep.
Even though even though she kinda dragged me into this one.
I didn't really drag you in. I said, hey, take a look at Owl Forest Embroidery. They have a free mystery stitch along. What do you think?
You
And
guilt
he
tripped
was
me.
like, I think yes.
You guilt tripped me. That's
I'm a bad
that's my
influence.
story.
What
I'm
can I
sticking
say?
to it.
Okay.
All right. Let's dig into the rest of our
Okay.
stitching. Um, Mother, do you have any FFOs?
I do not.
Neither do
I do
I.
not.
Do you have any finishes?
I do not. No.
I do.
Mm-mm. Sorry about that. My allergies are in
So,
high swing.
so everyone knows I've been working on the last few videos. I've been working on a project for my sister-in-law, the Beauty and the Beast
Yes,
project. It is finished.
it's
Boom.
amazing. Those blues are just amazing.
Blues make the whole thing pop.
Hmm. It's beautiful. She's gonna love it. It's absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful.
So, um, that's my one and single finish.
So that's great.
Uh, Mother,
Yes.
do you have any new starts?
I do. So I have a little bag that I carry to like doctor's offices and when I'm on a plane or I'm stuck at the airport. I don't like to stitch on big, huge things while I'm flying. So I started my next calendar crate, which is February. I started the ornament. So this is stitching with the housewives. There's February. Whoops, sorry, didn't mean to go so fast. So I'm working on the little ornament right here. So I was at the eye doctor
That's so
yesterday
cute.
waiting on my glasses. And this is how far I got. I know it's not like super far, but I got almost roses are red. So I'm going to be taking this with
Oh, I
me.
read.
Yep. I'm going to be taking the February calendar crates and the March one for flying on the plane and while I'm doing my layovers while I'm traveling this coming week. So I should have some good progress there to show next time. That's the only new start I have except for our Treasure Island.
Yeah, that's my only new start.
And I don't consider that a new start because that's my like bag for the doctor's office and Michael might disagree, but you all should agree with me, right?
We already talked. If it's a small like ornament little thing, we're not counting it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You have a lot of CRS moments. You know that?
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm old, remember?
Okay. Um, how has your Maywip go been?
So my May Whipco has not gone very well. So my May Whipco is it's going to be let me see. I haven't done any of my May Whipco yet, actually, which is Mirabilia Twisted Mermaids. And it is the Catherine Theron piece. If y'all have been following us for a while, a few videos back, it's the Theron piece through the Importers Guild that Michael's laughing about. That I had to take out like six
Uh,
hours worth of border, okay, because it didn't meet, and it
she keep
just wasn't
she keeps
cross stitch.
up in the hourage of this.
Yeah, no, it wasn't quite 6 hours, but it was about
she
three or
told
four
me initially it
hours.
was about 5 hours, not
I
six,
would say a
five.
good probably 4 hours because it was Samir across, so it took a while. So that's on my Whipco board again for 10 hours. And then I have 15 days of Twisted Mermaids. So those are my two. My other one was for the Christmas list, which I already finished earlier this year. So I got to just finished on that box. But yeah, so these two I'll be working on for May.
Nice.
What are your May
Um,
whip goes?
you're gonna hate me. Um, so one of them was working on Beauty and the Beast. So I finished Beauty and the Beast, so that was a quick finish to that one.
Yay. Yep.
Because I was supposed to work on it for 15 days. Well, I got like 3 days into it and I finished Beauty and the Beast. So,
Mhm.
and I'm like 9 or 10 days into 15 days on Iowa.
Great.
So,
So you're gonna get a good chunk of that one done. Yeah, that's gonna be great. Awesome.
and talking about whips,
Hmm.
this one I'm on.
Oh my, wow.
So it's coming.
That's really nice.
So
Hmm.
I have this small section of page to finish, and then I gotta go to the other side, finish that page, so that I can just do that way I can just go straight across on the small
Right.
section across the top
Oh, great.
instead of going like up and around. I'm gonna finish this page, go to the other end, finish that page. That way I just have the small strip all the way across the top.
Right. That's going to be wonderful. Wonderful. Dad's going to love that.
So my plan is, which we'll see if it happens this year. Um, is I really want to have this ready to send to you for Christmas for Dad.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Okay, great. He will love that. Absolutely love that. That will go on our
It,
Iowa wall for sure.
the biggest problem is it has a lot of confetti. So
Mhm.
most of the sections it's slow going because of all the names.
Yeah. Once you get past all the names, it might not be quite as bad with the other things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the ship itself should be pretty much one or two colors,
Yeah.
maybe.
So like where I'm at, then the next section of rows I'm doing, there's a lot of just like a few colors.
Hmm.
So that row of sections will should go fairly quickly. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, and then once I get past the ship, I have more names to fill in. So
Okay. Great. Awesome. So, I see that our next event is to talk about Hall.
mhm. You have Hall, Mom?
Yes, I have Hall. Would you like me to go first?
Well, it depends. Is your stack bigger than mine?
No. So excited he has Hall this time. Yeah,
And more than you.
more than me.
I'll let you go first.
Okay, thanks. So most of my haul is fabric, but when I downloaded the Be Youthful picture that I'm gonna
Beautiful.
stitch for the stitch along, yes. I couldn't just download one pattern. One pattern can't go by itself. So I also downloaded the Daughters of America, the mini series by Twin Peak Primitives, which I thought this would be neat to do all three of them in a row and put it in one piece.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I thought those were really neat. So I got that too.
Me, me personally, if you put that back up, what I think would be really cool is to do put the, I mean, you can do the justice in the other one however you want, but I would put the freedom one in the middle
Hmm?
so that the year is in the middle of the project.
Oh, that's a great idea. I love that. I will have to do that. I think that's a great idea. Yes.
That's
I
what I
just
would
love the
do.
colors. They're really pretty. So then I got color and cotton. So then I got color and cotton. Um, which month did I get? I got May. I should know this. It's May. So then all of these beautiful colors came in, like firecracker, sparklers, popsicle, um,
You have
fireworks.
such
And I'm
fun
like, oh my
names.
gosh, they all go perfect with that pattern I just showed for like a color conversion. So here they are.
Oh, that's awesome.
Aren't those beautiful? Look at them all, red, white, and blue.
Yeah,
So I'm
you
like,
definitely
oh
have
my
to do those with that
gosh,
project.
I might have to do a color conversion with these threads for that project.
Oh yeah.
Would that be beautiful? So that's going to be on my radar. Okay. So then now I have a few fabrics. I belong to Grand Stitchery's Fabric of the Month for Fox and Rabbit and an Atomic Ranch. So for Atomic Ranch, I get 18 count Ada. And this is called Dune, and this is going to be beautiful. Like for, I think a sampler is going to just be gorgeous.
Well, that is I kind of like that like
Just got some
off-whitish
slight
color.
modeling. Yep, some slight modeling. I hope you all can't hear the mowing that's going on outside. I have my windows open. Can you hear that? I hope not. Okay, good. So there's that one. Then the fox and rabbit is called Foxy. And I think a Halloween piece on this would be wonderful.
Oh
And this
yes.
is 18 count Ada as well. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely. I love it. I absolutely love this color. And I'm so excited to see what the rest of the colors are going to be throughout
I
the
think
year.
I think Kayla would love that color too.
Hmm. Yeah, there's so much you can do with that one. Like you could even do, where it's just a one color, like a black and a white or Halloween. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. So then I wanted to try a new fabric dyer, which is Grace Notes fabric. And I got a fat quarter of 18 count Ada. That's kind of my go-to at the moment. I've been collecting 18 counts, trying to build up my fabric stash. And this I wanted to get to put one of my mirabilias on.
Oh, that's pretty.
Isn't that
By the way,
beautiful?
Mom, I think you have a fabric addiction.
Lately, I do. I'm collecting all kinds of fabric. This is just gorgeous. And with your fabric, you get a little packet of tea.
Well,
Isn't that nice? So this is black tea by it's Bigelow. The brand is Bigelow Cinnamon Stick Black. Oh, I guess it's Cinnamon Stick Black Tea. So excited about that. But I love this. It's beautiful, and I will definitely order from her again. Um, and maybe she'll be at Grand Stitchery or she'll be at StitchCon. Maybe she'll have a trunk show. That'll even be better. So, but I'm definitely gonna look at some more of her fabrics. And then my color and cotton fabric that I belong to their club as well, and I get the 28 count cash shell linen. And this month it's called Chesapeake, which sort of reminds me of when we were stationed in Norfolk because we lived in Virginia Beach right next to Chesapeake. So Michael's daycare was in Chesapeake when he was little, little, little. So here is this one, and this one is just gorgeous too.
oh, I like that
I think
blue.
another Mirabilia or a nautical would be absolutely beautiful on here. I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. So that is my haul this time. I didn't do too bad, but I'm excited about all the fabrics that I'm collecting and building my stash.
Are you
Now it's
ready?
Michael's turn. So excited he has haul.
So, well, I can't really say this is like all I got. I mean, I got, but it was passed down to me from
Mhm. Yep, I sent him a
her.
few things.
So this one is Hello There, and it has all 12 months.
Mhm. That's a really fun stitch. I did all those, so
So,
that's super fun.
so maybe I'm thinking maybe next year, I'll do one each month.
Hmm. That's what I do with the monthly things that I want to do. I do like the Januaries. I'll
So,
usually start, yeah, do it that
because then,
same month
because
or do
I'm
it the
I'm
month
thinking
before.
I'm thinking that gives me time to see what colors I need.
Hmm.
Um, and that way I can slowly accumulate what I need to do them.
Yep, sounds good. They're fun. That's a really fun stitch. Kathy's designs are great.
And then I got this little set of advent calendars for last year, but I really can make them for any year.
Mhm.
So they're really cute. I really like little Christmas tree. It's so cute.
Yep. Little name tags for presents, even.
And then I've been telling my mom I've really been wanting to do these, but I don't I can't really afford to join the club. So I'm joining the club as proxy. Um is my mother sent me the January calendar crate of
Mhm.
Stitching with Housewives. So I'll have to find a time to start that.
And instead of the black fabric, I use the chalkboard black, which is just a little bit lighter. I find I can stitch better on that. And then I have usually a piece of white, like a towel or something over my lap because of sometimes it's hard to stitch on, the dark fabric. Hmm.
I thought maybe I'd try to like color code each month.
Hmm. Yeah, you could. You could use different colors. You don't have to use the black fabric. Yep.
So kind of change it up.
Sure. You can do whatever you want. That's what's so wonderful about our craft or hobby is you don't have to follow the exact. You can make it your own. Do what you want to do. I'm always color converting I have so much color and cotton that I can color convert quite a bit of stuff. Hmm. Make it your own.
Mhm.
Yep.
So this one, um, when my mother comes here in June, we're going to kit it.
Yep.
Um, and if no one knows what that means, it means we have a pattern that initially does not come with all the stuff. So
Right.
mom is gonna help me get the stuff. And this one I have been requested, yes, requested to keep Gary from Grand Stitchery updated, show
Yep.
progress on the videos of me
Hmm.
working on this.
Right.
Like basically an order from him, like you got to show
That's
progress on
funny.
this.
Yeah.
Um, but I loved it. So mom or everyone probably knows a few videos ago, mom showed a bunch of Nashville marketplace things that
Needlework
she got.
market. Hmm. Yep.
So um she told me she's like, hey, just if you look through it and you see anything that's interesting, just let me know. Like, okay, yeah, like whatever. Not like I can afford anything. Um, so because well, the prices are ridiculous. Um, so I picked out a few things. This was one of them because like I'm all into like sci-fi stuff, like magic and dragons and all that. I got this bad boy. Boom.
Yeah, it's really neat. The blues
Yeah.
are going to be pretty.
It's called A Wizard's View,
Hmm.
um, by Joan Elliott Designs.
Yep.
And once I can start this, I'm gonna be so excited.
He'll start it next month when I'm in town. We'll head down to
Um,
Fancy Works and get it all kitted up.
and I think mom just sent this to me because she doesn't want to work on it.
That came in like I got a UK magazine, I believe, and a couple things came in that just weren't for me,
And
that just
well,
didn't call to me. So I sent them to Michael.
she did a really good job because I am like an absolute fan of Dimension projects.
Mhm.
I love them. Um, because one, they organize their stuff so well. It makes it
Yeah,
so much
everything's
easier.
separated, which is great. Yeah.
Makes it like bam, 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 and get it done. I think that's how I got Beauty and the Beast done so fast. It was just all like I didn't have to really think too much about the colors. I could just
Hmm.
so.
And they're separated because some colors can be really hard to separate in a kit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um, there was one a while ago when I still lived with mom and dad when they still lived here. I did a cat one. I don't
Hmm.
remember who the designer was, but there was
I
like
don't remember either.
there was like 30 some colors to it, and some of the colors me and mom were like unsure like if we actually had them correct.
Even in
Like,
the daylight, it was a little tough to separate some. We did it, but yeah, we were questioning a couple of them. Yeah. Yep.
oh, yeah, my wife's sitting right over there. She made a good point. That was right after we got married. We came up there and you helped me sort
Okay.
through those.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to be in daylight. A lot of times for the kits that aren't separated, you really should sit in daylight because that's the true color of the threads. And then you can really, versus under like a light, at least for me, I think doing it in daylight, you can separate your threads so much easier,
The
especially when
thing
the
was
colors, like your blue grays and that are so close together.
the thing was we did do it in daylight and it was still a pain.
Yeah, it was still tough, but we got it done. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, so the next one is this last December calendar crate.
Hmm.
Stitching with the Housewives.
Yep.
I like it. I like the
So I'm
little
just
Santa
passing all them
house,
down to Michael.
which I
Yep.
mean, you guys have probably seen what Mom has done, but I really love this little house, the little reindeer. It's so cute.
Pull it down just a little bit so you can see it a little better. There you go.
Yeah, I love
Yep,
little
that one was
reindeers.
fun. I enjoyed doing that one. The reindeer feed company. Yep. The snowflakes were fun.
And then here's a November one.
Hmm.
Let's see, you got
Pull it down
this.
just so there you go. Yep. Yep. Cranberries. Yeah.
I love the
Hmm.
colors on it.
Hmm. The tree is really pretty with all the fall colors. Yeah.
And then Mom was talking about this one. Um, I think on the Whipco, or maybe one of her finishes. I don't remember. Um, and when she was working on it, I freaking loved it. And I told her, I said, you got to send it to me so I can eventually start it. Which it may be a start for next year because I got too much going on. Too much.
He's so funny. And then look at all of us stitchers. We've got like 30 plus whips and we have all these things going on. But you're a new stitcher, kind of again. So you're going to work into it. It's going to take time and you're going to, you know,
But
move on.
this is from Silver Creek Samplers.
Mhm.
This is the Christmas list that Mom was talking about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. There you go.
It is awesome.
Yep. And that's the one I color converted for. That's the one I used color and cotton threads and I completely converted it. Hmm. It was really fun. It was really a fun stitch with all the words. I went through and
And
like did all
see,
the words and then I came back and filled in all the motifs.
mom
Hmm.
mom can tell you I'm not I'm not as big into like how's the best way to explain it? Non full coverage items.
Hmm.
Because I don't like doing all the
Yeah.
counts.
That one's gonna be fun. Yep.
Um, but I saw her working on this one. She kept showing me her progress, and I'm just like, I gotta do this. I have to have it in my life.
There you go. It's ready to start.
Um, and then mom got this for me. This is not one I asked for. She got this one for me, and I love it. Um, it is from Blue Ribbon Designs. It is called the Christmas House Sampler.
I did some shopping on a stash unload site. And they had a couple little
So
patterns. And I'm like, oh, I think Michael would like those.
yeah, I love it.
Mhm.
I love it. So that's gonna
Do in between,
get me
because
started.
you are full coverage. It's nice to do, even on big projects like that I work on. It's really nice to have a couple smaller items to work on in between and even to finish, because then you feel like, oh gosh, I finished something, then I can go back to my full coverage.
Yeah, it's not
That's how I
like,
feel with my big
oh, I
projects.
see I see the light at the end of the tunnel, but it's like 14 months away.
Yeah. You're so funny.
This one is Bent Creek
Mhm.
Designs. This one is called Happy Christmas Row. It says Happy Christmas to all.
Yep.
So that one would be pretty cute.
Yeah. And like
I
those
was I
colors,
was
if you don't have the exact colors they
this
list,
one
just pull what you have in your stash.
I was
Hmm.
talking to Kayla. Um, with about me doing this one and making it as a little decor piece for when we decorate for Christmas.
Yep. And even though it's in a long line, you could also have it made into a drum. So you could also, like I have the cats on parade, like my drum I had made. You can also have long pieces made into a drum and where you could sit, on a shelf or a cabinet or somewhere in the home.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then mom makes this one for me too, and I love it. It is so cool.
Spoiled him a little,
Um,
obviously.
Mom knows me too well. This one
I'm just
is
helping feed his habit. That's all. That's all.
mm, I don't think it's a company. Or
Which
yeah, it
one is
is.
this?
Boothy Threads.
Oh, Bothy
And it
threads.
was
Mm-hmm.
and this specific one was designed by an Amanda Loverseed
Mm-hmm.
and is called Cut Through Windmill.
Yeah.
And it's so cool. It's got clothes,
Mm-hmm. I saw that one and I
cats,
thought,
and
oh, he'd love
people and
that.
mice and
Yeah.
oh yeah, this will be a blast to make.
Lots of back stitching.
I don't mind
But in
backstitching. I
those,
like
you might want to
backstitching.
back stitch as you go. And that would
Yeah,
help. Some of
that's kind
those,
of like
yeah,
what I'm.
some patterns.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's what I did with Beauty and the Beast. And I'm also doing that with the Snow White project.
Yeah.
Because I'm not doing doing all the cross stitch for this whole project and then trying to find the exact spots to try and do the back stitch. It's
Well,
gonna
and
be too
in
much of
that
a
one,
pain.
there may be a lot of quarter stitches in there or like 3/4 stitches that go with the back stitching. So it
Yeah.
might benefit you to finish a section and then get that back stitch. Go to the next section, finish a section and do the back stitch.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
so
did.
you can
I
see
had
it.
I had a bit of that with the Be a Light to the World for Crystal.
Mm, yeah, yeah.
So
And you'll learn that
um
the more you're doing, the more different patterns that you're doing.
this one was designed by um Romy's Creations. So a Miss Romina Petrucci. I hope I said that
Hmm.
correctly. Um Romina, if you ever see this video, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Called Christmas Calories. I think it's so cute.
And isn't that adorable? I love that. Yeah.
I love how it says Christmas calories don't count.
Hmm.
I agree.
Don't
They don't
count
count.
calories at Christmas, right?
My wife would probably disagree with me, but Christmas calories don't count. Kayla says Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Right. True.
Um, this one has a multitude of stuff in it. Um, it's got a few small little patterns in it. Um, mom sent me like a little Christmas cross stitch magazine.
Yep.
It's
I
got
had that in
different
my
stuff
own
in it.
stash. A lot of these are were in my own stash that I know I'm not going to do. So I wanted to send them to Michael and see if he wanted to work on some of them.
So this is another one from the Nashville Marketplace. I picked I had also sent this one to mom because we have two cats and we love cats. And well, it's just so darn cute. It's another one from Joan Elliott Designs. So apparently I like Joan Elliott Designs.
I was gonna say, but some things from Nashville needlework. I asked him. I said, what are some of the patterns you like? Just out of curiosity. And he picked quite a few that had some cats in them.
So this one's called Kitties Galore, and it is freaking cute. Look at all the cats,
Yeah.
and the son's a cat. It's
Yeah.
awesome. But I have a feeling this one is gonna have quite the confetti in it. It's
That
gonna
one
be
will be
so much
cute
fun.
to do. Yep.
And then I saw this one. I think this one is from Nashville as well. Mom will have to correct me when she sees it. It is called the historical or no, what is it? Hmm. Adam and Eve sampler. Um, by the Historical Sampler Company, uh, Limited. Let me add that because
Hmm.
that's at the bottom. Um,
Yeah.
and I love it. It says, "Many waters cannot quench love, neither can the floods drown it." And
Hmm.
it is absolutely beautiful. I
Yeah,
love
the
all the
colors
colors
are
in it.
really gorgeous. Yep.
And then I got one more. Nice. I'm gonna show that. So my wife, isn't actually on the video, but she makes some really cute stuff. She just made this.
Oh, that's cute. Yep. That's a plastic canvas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's made some cute things. She made a bunch of needle books for me for my embroiders guild. Yep.
She's currently
She's
without a
quite
voice.
crafty too. Yep.
Um, but
Yeah,
maybe,
she has
maybe when she,
laryngitis.
maybe when she gets her voice back, maybe I can
Mhm.
persuade her to join us on a video.
Yeah, she can be our special
She shrugged.
guest. That
She
would be
shrugged at me.
lovely.
So so
We'll
that's
convince her.
possibly a maybe.
It'll be good.
Possibly a maybe.
Big-
Well, me and mom will just annoy her until she
Maybe
does.
when we're there, when I'm there next month, we can do it together, all of us in one room.
Yeah.
That would be great.
So this one, mom sent me, I know, out of her stash, and it is
Hmm.
freaking cute. It's Easter related. Love it. Um, it's from the Cricket collection,
Yeah.
and this is called Spring Patches, and it's designed by a Vicky Hastings. They're so cute.
Hmm. Yep.
I love the
I did the
patchwork
one
egg.
with the little bunny and the egg. Yeah, it was really fun and it was quick. It didn't take me long, maybe like a week. So that's really cute.
That's all my haul.
Yay! New things. Well, good. Yes, and
So
a lot of times
Kayla
stitchers, taste change and
Kayla
stuff.
says
So I just been going through
says
things and
that was a maybe. Um, her sh her her shrug was in place of her not being able to say it.
yes,
So
she's healing from laryngitis. So hopefully she feels better really soon. Yeah.
yeah, if everyone can send her good vibes, she's going on like 3 weeks without a voice. So
Yeah.
three and a half,
Yeah.
3.5.
So hopefully she's on the mend.
Um, so she's just over it.
Yeah. Right.
Um,
Yeah.
so um, so mother
Hmm.
one, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. And happy Mother's Day to all the moms, the aunties, stepmoms, everybody out there, grandmas, for tomorrow. Hope that you all have a
Um,
great day.
2. What are your plans?
My plans. So we all know I'm leaving Tuesday to fly to
Yes.
Florida. Yes. So my plans are just to for the stitching on my way there, which will be the calendar crates. And I'm working on I kind of know what I'm gonna take. So I have Land That I Love by Teresa Kogut, um, Lady Justice. I was thinking of taking and my root sampler. So I should have those 3 items plus the 2 or small things, for the airplane and flying. Because the flight from Detroit to Fort Lauderdale is about 3-ish hours. So I'll definitely want something to do.
For
So
for our newer
I'll do that.
subscribers, I feel like you need to explain the root sampler
The root sampler. So the root sampler is actually, I have it right here. Hold on.
because I
So my
because I feel
grandparents,
the thought behind it is really cool.
yeah. So my grandparents, my mother's side of the family, my grandparents' last name is Root, R-O-T, and I wanted to do something in honor of that side of my family. So a friend of mine helped me find a very neat sampler called Mary Ann Root Sampler, which is this one. So, and I'm changing some of the color. The letters on here are going to be a bluish and sort of a dull red. So this is you can't see. Can you see that? So this
Up a
is the
little bit.
sampler.
There you go.
Oops. So down there at the bottom where the flowers and whatnot are, and where it says Mary Ann Roots, I'm going to leave Mary Ann Roots in there. And what I'm going to do is put my grandparents' initials, my mother and her brother's initials, mine and my sister's and Michael's as kind of a family tree in a way to have all of our initials on that side of the family. I'm currently hunting for my dad's side of the family to find a sampler to honor them as well, which would be Rosnowski, so Polish. So I'm looking to see what I can find that I like to honor that side of my family. So I'd like to put these 2 samplers up on my picture wall with all of our pictures of our family. So I've got half of the one side of the whole alphabet done on like half. So I want to work on the other. And I'm thinking I can probably get that done next week at the retreat because it goes, pretty quickly.
Talk the whole
So
time.
yeah. So that's pretty exciting. So, those are, those are the I don't know about you, Michael. So those are going to be the projects for my retreat. We'll see how much I get to work on them. Because at the retreats you talk and everything and all the activities. So, but I'm excited. I would love to be able to get the road sampler done next week. Mhm. So those are my plans. And then when I come back, I will start working on my whip go. Yep.
You didn't talk about ship ahoy backstitch.
Oh, and then I'm going to take the Ship Ahoy that just needs backstitch. So I will work on that one probably in between these other ones. Yeah. I'm trying to get that one done. That's pretty intense. That's one I really should have backstitched as I went along, but I didn't. So but yeah, I'm hoping really my goal is to have it done by the end of the month because all of you are watching and all of you know from the last video, my goal is May 31st. So I think I can do it.
I'm
It's
holding her
the
to it,
sales
and I'm
that
holding you
have
to
the
it.
most. Yeah. I'm about
Like I
halfway
said
done
last
with the
video,
sales. Mhm.
like I put in the we put in the last video. I'm holding you to it.
Yeah, I know he is. And I think I can do it. I'm halfway done. I think I'm halfway done with the huge section of the sails. So I have the other side and then just the boat. It doesn't have that much back stitching on the boat. It's just the sails. They're so intense. And the way the pattern is, it wants you to make these huge huge long stitches, but it just doesn't look right. And I tried couching the threads, that didn't look good. So I'm just making smaller straight stitches, and I'm doing I'm following the pattern, but I'm sort of back stitching kind of on my own in a way, like as I think I should, coming down. Because I'm
That's what I
afraid to
do
have
on
those
some of my
huge
back
long
stitching.
stitches, and then the long stitches don't follow like the curve of the sail. And I really wanted that to pop out of my stitching. So next
Yeah, I
video, I will hopefully have that done.
yeah, with the Snow White project, I have that same issue. So,
Mhm.
I kind of break those longer stitches into more manageable pieces.
Right, right.
And
Yeah.
so like some of them sometimes I have to go in between. So like if I have like the corner, like let's say the two corners of my stitches or of my stitch,
Mm,
I'll sometimes I'll have to put one of my enter or exit points in between the points of the X in that
right.
middle hole to make it actually look
Mm,
good. Because I feel like sometimes when you do those really long stitches, I don't feel like they get tight enough,
right.
and sometimes I just don't feel like they look right.
Well, and I was concerned after it gets laced and framer, if those stitches will break or not lay correctly, like once they go to frame it under the museum glass. So
It could roll it to
I
one
wanted
side
to
or
make
the
sure
other.
that it was gonna look right. And just the long stitches, they just don't curve with the sails the way I want them to. So that's one of those I'm gonna just kind of do on my own. So it's looking pretty good so far. So I hope to have that done. And that might be one I can work on in the airport too. I don't know about many other stitchers, but I do not put any of my stitching in my suitcase. So I will put my Q snaps, my
She was
hoops, my
very
project
adamant about this
bags.
last week.
I'm very adamant about this. So I don't put, I'll put that stuff in my suitcase, needles, extra pair of scissors, those kind of things. But in my backpack, I will have my projects folded very nicely. Um, I'll carry one set of Q snaps probably in my backpack, and my stitching will be sealed, so nothing can get on it. And because my thought is, oh my gosh, I'm going on a trip, and what if they lose my luggage? What if my luggage ends up in Italy and I'm going to Florida? So I've never put my stitching in my luggage. I know it's probably over the top, but for all the hours that you put into your stitching and the funds that you put into your stitching to get your fabrics and your threads, personally don't want to take that chance. So that all goes in my backpack. And and then now, like, once I go to the retreat and get stuff, like there's going to be trunk shows. So if I get patterns or fabrics, those I will put in my suitcase because that's replaceable. But what I have stitched is not replaceable. I mean, I can restitch it, but um, yeah, I'm a little over the top about that, I guess. And I just like
Especially if you
to
were to lose
have it
Ship
with me.
Ahoy.
Huh?
I say especially if you were to lose Ship Ahoy.
Yeah, if I were to lose Ship Ahoy, I would lose my mind. It took me a year just to stitch because it's full coverage, and you know how I feel about full coverage. And it's got half stitches, full stitches, and
Yeah,
yeah,
but just think, you've already done it once. You could probably do it in like 6 months now.
no, I'm not gonna do it again. No. But yeah, I just feel better to have that with me. I know where it is, and I'm sure my luggage will be just fine. But it's just, I guess, the point that I feel better if it's with
She's
me.
paranoid.
So maybe I'm a little paranoid, but that would be fun to know how other stitchers travel with their stitching. Now, like, you're driving somewhere, that's obviously different, but um, yeah, when I'm flying, I no, I can't put it in my suitcase. I just can't. Just I
Let's
just can't.
let's have some fun with this. For all our subscribers, tell us how you travel with your stuff down at the
Mhm.
comments, and
Yeah,
we'll bring
absolutely.
it up in the next video.
Yeah, yeah, that would be great to see how different people travel. Um, but yeah, that's me. But now StitchCon I'm driving, so I'm not too concerned because as long as it's in the project bags and it's not in the sun, um, and I'm good. Yep, and it's covered. So yeah, so that is my plans. What are your plans?
So, um, I am going to finish the first part of our stitch along.
Okay.
Each time those come out, that'll probably be my first priority. Just because
Mm-hmm.
I actually want to keep up with it. I don't want to
Right.
get behind on it.
Right. I'm gonna work on mine this
Then
weekend. So yeah.
and then I will finish um my last handful of days on working on my whip go for Dad's project,
Mhm.
Iowa. And then I will be switching over to start working on Kayla's project. You guys have to go probably toward the beginning of our videos to see what that is. Um, but I have out of the squares I have to do so far, I have a total of 25 days to work on that between two
Oh, great.
squares. So I'm going to start getting some progress in on that.
Hmm.
Um, so and then probably by the time our next video starts, that's probably about all I'll be able to get.
Yeah. And then in 2 weeks is going to be Memorial Weekend. So we won't be taping for 3 weeks. Because
Or
we could
or
tape earlier in the week, maybe.
or what we might do is you might guys might not see us for 4 weeks, and we'll do a video while Mom's here.
But I don't arrive until the 9th or 10th of June. So with that, okay, we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. It's going to be a couple weeks just because Memorial Weekend, we have my husband's shipmate and his wife from Boston are coming to visit, who we've been friends with for quite a while. So they're coming and we're gonna take them all around,
And
go do
he is
some fun
quite
stuff.
the character.
Yeah, yeah, they're really fun. So yeah, so maybe probably a good 3 weeks. We'll talk about when we're gonna do it because I would like to do a video while I'm there, like while I'm present there with him, and maybe we can do it over at the hotel, and maybe we can get Kayla involved. So that would be fun.
It
So
would
yeah,
be.
so I think that is it for us. So go ahead and leave us the comments about how you travel with your stitching. And we look forward to seeing you all in a few weeks. I should see some of you in Stitching in the Wild and some of you at StitchCon, our table 18. A couple aren't able to come this year, but we're still going to have most of us. And I'm hoping we can still we can get there and grab table 18 like we did, like it was last year. So super excited about that. Um, and I'll see what goodies I can bring back from both of those retreats. So that'll be a good time. So until next time, I'm Shelly
I'm Michael, and we are the
and
Stitching Duo.
Stitch and Duo. Bye.